shomer, a guard. We keep watch at this holy gateway. We have been trained in the art of hearing the rumors of angels. Questions are the tools by which we remove layers of narrative that encase the yearning soul. We ask, where in that do you find spirit? God. We open portals and ask, if you could speak to God, what would you say? As we do, we enable the yearning soul and the divinity which is yearning for it to touch each other. We do so with humility of Michelangelo, who, when asked about his statue of David, reflected, I saw the angel in the marble, and I carved until I let him free.
Together, we lean the ear in close to the fire of the heart, the pulse of our central inner river, reminding us from whence we came. We listen, curious and attentive, ears as wide as the world. All are welcome here. In the stillness of this presence, and in the things and stories of our lives, all that has been, all that is, and all that is to become. An unexpected knowing, planted within this very moment, begins to stir. This, some call, some remembering, some nudge to move in the direction of our soul's longing. Even here, in the midst of darkness, the sound of this becoming, sometimes generous in volume, sometimes so very quiet, nearly imperceptible. It dances its way in on the tiniest quiet feet. It lights itself between us here, swoops through the forest of our confusion, our doubt, our questions, our fears, our wrestling, and lands its next destination in the light of our attention with such grace. Creation revealing herself through this relationship, just as an artist uncovers the image, the sound, the movement that has always been there in the waiting, wanting to be expressed through this unique configuration of people, place, and time. Its life longing to be discovered through our intimacy with all that's here. You, me, God, everything. And God saw all that God had made, and indeed, it was very good.
Even the great ritual needed a cessation. After 6 days, needed a moment to pause and to drink in all that had been created and to reflect. And so the process, the offering of Hashba'ah and the great gift of our Mashbi'im, or Mashbi'ot, is to provide a space where people can pause and cease and rest, to let go of the narrative of our lives, to maybe even explore what if I actually felt a lot of joy at
scarily stepped into blessing, not only tears? And what if I let go of my history and found an identity beyond that which I have afforded myself? And perhaps even what if God is in the invitation to let God go and to find the God of my adult life and not only of my childhood? And so Hashba'ah and your work brings us to Shabbat Vayinafash, where the mushpa can rest, can find the courage to be, and perhaps, just perhaps, stop seeking God and be a God finder. Vayom Hashvi, Shabbat Vayinafash.
A story. I've been asked to tell the story of the red threads. We are not alone in this holy work. As Reb just said, we have our Holy Ones, Shekhinah, we have our guides, we have our Rebbes, we have our ancestors. We are indebted to our Rebbe Zalman of blessed memory, the deity of this Hashba'ah program, and to the Hasidic lineage that he brought us. But way before that, there was Rachel Imenu, our mother Rachel, of biblical times, known as the intercessor, the one who prays for all her children to this day who are in need. In 1986, I was blessed to be with Reb Zalman in Israel. It was a chag, it was a pilgrimage. He took us to the holy spots. He took us to the kevers, the burial places of the Rebbes, where people would go to pray. But what stuck in my mind was when we visited the grave of Rachel Imenu. It's in Hebron. Sad to say, it's hard to get there these days. But in those days, 30 years ago, it was a breeze. And Reb Zalman, with his holy chutzpah, convinced the women who would stay there day and night praying psalms, praying Tehillim, to go away and let us have the whole kever. Now the tomb itself was as big as this first row. And what the women had done was take a big skein of red thread and wind it around the whole rock, pray over it for hours, unwind the thread, cut it into pieces, and then give it to people who would take it to the kotel, to the wall, and give it away for tzedakah. Reb Zalman had brought his own skein of red thread, and we, women and men, wound it around the rock for a very long time. And then we davened in our own way for blessing, for healing, for the power that Rachel Imenu would have in this red thread. And when we were finished, we unwound the thread, and Reb Zalman said, Shahamala, it's yours. So it sits in my home in New Rochelle, in my Aron HaKodesh, in my own ark with the Torah. And each cohort, graduation, it's been my zechut, my privilege, to bring a piece for each one of our graduates. It carries the blessing of Rachel Imenu, of our biblical mother Rachel. It carries the blessings of all the angels who've guided and guarded our people to this day, and who have made sure that I was nudged and pushed to organize the first cohort, and then to evolve it with all the help of the wonderful people you see here. It carries the blessings of all of your teachers. We blessed it personally this afternoon. And when this ceremony is finished and you're handed your certificates, I'll also hand you this envelope with your own red thread. It will carry your blessing as well. and all those people for whom you serve as intercessor, for whom you pray, because we know that you will pray daily for each mushpa and mushpat that you serve will also be connected to this red thread. And so it continues.
They're dropping like snowflakes. Oh, yes.
A precious collection.
A precious collection.
The angels are having fun with me.
In behalf of the ALEPH Ordination Program and activating all of your consent, we do ask for and activate your consent.
Yes.
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 Why not?
I think they agree. It is with great delight that we present to you the new Mashpi'im and Mashpi'ot graduates of the 4th cohort. Graduates of the 4th cohort of the ALEPH Hashpa'ah training program, the spiritual directors. As we call your name, you'll stand and come forward. Not able to be present with us tonight, Hazan David Abramowitz. And likewise, not present tonight. But her voice was heard. Vatika Esther Amarant. Stepping forward, Vatik Yeshaya Balon. Also not present, Raphael Ben Mergi. And stepping forward, Mia Cohen. Stepping forward, Bonnie Kramer. And stepping forward, E. David Curiel. Stepping forward, Magid Zelig Golden. And stepping forward, Linda Leah Green. Stepping forward, Rabbi Cantor Patricia Adina Hickman. And stepping forward, Dr. Jason Mann. Stepping forward, Magda Charna Rosenholz. And stepping forward, Hannah Salander. Stepping forward, soon to be Rabbi Jennifer Singar. And stepping forward, Gabriel Baruch Strauss. Stepping forward, Vatikan Meira Bracha Sumka. And stepping forward, Ira Wiesner. And also not present with us tonight, Jonathan Zasla.
And as we bring down
around the transmission blessing, I invite the mashpi'im in the front to please rise and join us in the blessing. L'Shem yichud u'shabrichu u'shkintam. For the sake of the unification of the Holy Blessed One and Shekhinah.
For the sake of the unification of the Holy Blessed One and Shekhinah.
By the authority of the presence.
By the authority of the presence.
And by the authority of this community.
By the authority of this community.
In the merit of our Rebbe of blessed memory, Reb Zalman Schachter Shalom.
In the merit of our memory of our Rebbe.
And in the legacy of all our ancestors.
And in the legacy of all our ancestors.
Rebbes and guides.
Rebbes and guides.
We certify.
We certify.
Each of you. As spiritual director.
As spiritual directors.
And mashpia ruchani in Israel.
And mashpia ruchani in Israel.
And we charge you.
And we charge you.
To serve as spiritual companions.
To serve as spiritual companions.
And counselors.
And counselors.
To draw down the divine flow.
To draw down the divine flow.
And to channel guidance.
And to channel guidance.
To individuals and groups.
To individuals and groups.
In the Jewish community.
In the Jewish community.
And in all communities of the world.
And in all communities of the world.
May your ears listen deeply.
May your ears listen deeply.
May your eyes see what is revealed.
May your eyes see what is revealed.
And what is concealed.
And what is concealed.
May your hearts resonate.
May your hearts resonate.
With wisdom and compassion.
With wisdom and compassion.
May your mouths channel holy speech.
May your mouths channel holy speech.
And holy silence.
And holy silence.
May your hands be vessels.
May your hands be vessels.
For worthy works in the world.
For worthy works in the world.
May your depth of presence.
May your depth of presence be like ours.
Your guidance like our guidance.
Your guidance like our guidance.
Your blessings like our blessings.
Your blessings like our blessings.
In eternal support of this holy charge.
In eternal support of this holy charge.
May the one who makes peace, shlemut, on high.
May the one who makes peace, shlemut on high.
Make peace, shlemut, for you.
Make peace, shlemut for you.
For us.
For us.
And for all creation.
And for all creation.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's Shechianu time. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Shechianu Yekiyem
it's recessional time.